Here, that's me. Hey guys, Token Vaping. Today's juice review is the start of, it's actually going to be a lengthy series, as I was able to get quite a few flavors from this line. Now, this is one of those lines that I came across on Instagram, and I am really honored and privileged to be able to have the opportunity to do this review, as I am a huge fan and follower of a lot of the people that rep this line. The line is One Last Drop, and it's a clear bottle, so the glare on it's really bad. There you go. There's One Last Drop. Now, you may not recognize this bottle, as I believe this is the newer bottles that they are using now. They are a clear, kind of like a smoky glass, but on the label it makes it clear, which is actually kind of cool. It's like a two-tone. Their original bottles were tall plastic unicorn bottles with a black label on them, which are more recognizable, but they have switched over to these to better conserve flavor, quality of the juice, and the vape as well. They are based out of Canada. So they are available in a bunch of shops up there. I don't know of any in the States yet, but obviously that would be something that can be worked on. They do have a website. Indulgence Innovations.com is the main name of the company. They have this line here, which is One Last Drop, and they did debut another line as well, which I will also be doing video reviews for. So I was hugely honored and humbled to have the opportunity to do both. So this is the one I'm going to start off with, is the One Last Drop, as this is the more common one that most people will know at the time. It is an 80-20 mix. They are offered in 3 nicotine levels, 0, 3, 6, and they are offered in two sizes, a 30 ml and a 140 ml. And if you go to indulgenceinnovations.com is their main website. You can purchase them directly off of there as well. The prices are listed on there. Now, the first flavor that I'm going to be doing is called Bloody Goo, and I like the name of it. But that is a cleaver right there in the One Last Drops window. Name of the flavor, Bloody Goo. Nicotine content is a 3. On the sides they have the batch number and the born on date. It's kind of hard to see on there, but it does specifically have that listed in there. And it does have, it's kind of cool actually, because it says right underneath, it says expires 2 years from batch date. Which is kind of cool, because they're letting you know that there is a time frame on these. Not a lot of companies are able to put that on their bottles, but they have included that, so it does give you a heads up as well. It does say product of Indulgence Innovations right here, and because it is based out of Canada, it does have the contents, the ingredients, and warning labels on both sides of the label. One is in English, the other is in French, so they do accommodate both language speaking basis as well, because in Canada they do speak French as well. So Bloody Goo is basically a blood orange with a hint of raspberry, topped on a plain cheesecake with graham cracker crust. Now, any of you who have ever watched any of my videos, you all know I did grow up in New York. I'm a big fan of strawberry cheesecake. So basically, I've kind of branched off from that a little bit, and pretty much anything that says cheesecake I want to try. So this is going to be interesting, because I haven't had a lot of vapes that have had blood orange flavor, but the ones that I have, I know it is a really strong flavor. And raspberry, as any of you would know, I'm not a fan of raspberry, but I have discovered that if it's done right, it is not a potent flavor, so it is still vapable, just in general. So we're going to bust this open. This is a first vape, first impression. Because it is coming out of Canada, you do see that there isn't a plastic seal. I don't know specifically how the laws work outside the United States. Obviously, with the regulations, everything in the United States has a plastic wrap seal on it. Whether that got changed, I will find out for sure, so that you do know for next video. But because it is outside the U.S., they don't follow the same rules as well. However, it is a child safety cap, so as you can see, I can turn this and the cap will not come off. It does have to push down and twist. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to wick this. I'm going to juice this. I did wick this, brand new cotton, and as always, the only cotton that I used since I've started trying it was the Texas Tough Cotton. It is not a pansy-ass cotton ball. It is actually a really durable, easy to use wicking cotton. I like it mainly because it seems to last longer than a lot of other cottons that I've tried, but it holds flavor really well, and it seems to last a bit longer as long as I don't change the flavors out a whole lot as with other cotton just in general. So we're going to go ahead and check this out here. Now, I do want to say real quick, regardless of what I feel about the flavors that I vape, that I do a review on, that I test, bottom line, end of the day, this is my opinion. This is how I take to this. Everybody has a different taste palette. Everybody has a different vaping preference. So I'm not trying to impose anything on anybody. I'm literally just giving my opinion on this and hoping that maybe that might make it a little bit easier for other people to do a more detailed opinion on whether or not it's something that they want to try. So I just want to get that out of the way. But Bloody Goo for one last drop. We're going to go ahead and, if you listen, as you have to pop it, there it is. That's interesting. So I do get a slight bit of the blood orange on the smell. And I do get a bit of the cheesecake, the creaminess off the cheesecake. So I do have high hopes for this one. So I'm going to go ahead and get this juiced up. And while I'm doing this real fast, I'm just going to reiterate that anytime you purchase a product and it has any type of security protocol on it, whether it's a wrap, tape, child safety cap, a lid, a cap, anything, does not matter what it is. If it has anything on it that is meant to be some type of safety or security protocol, if something about it makes you feel uncomfortable, even in the slightest, it doesn't even matter what, or it doesn't matter why, anything like that. If you do not feel okay or comfortable with using it, don't. Contact the company who made it, contact the distributor, contact the shop that you got it at, contact whoever you have to, let them know what's going on so that they can take steps to rectify the situation and get you the product in its proper form. Because regardless, no matter what, first step, it's always about health and safety. So I'm going to go ahead and do a pre-burn on this. Yeah, just be safe, you know, and that's all it's about, is just keep an eye on what it is that you're getting, what you're using, and find out, you know, if you don't see something that has a specific wrap or seal on it, find out if it's supposed to. You know, most people aren't going to tell you, are not going to tell you just to take that chance. Okay, so go ahead and got this juiced. I'll probably have to rejuice this here in a second, but we're going to go off of, and I'm hitting at 75 watts. This is Bloody Goo from Indulgence Innovations on their one last drop line. One last drip line, sorry. As an 80-20, those clouds are amazing. That is awesome. And that was the first vape off of that, but that's awesome. Go ahead and juice up a little bit off the first soap. Okay, so the con that I have for this is actually the reason why I like it. I definitely get the blood orange. You get it automatically off the first inhale of it, and it definitely hits you. But it is not overpowering. It's not super strong like you basically just bit into it. But it definitely is there for you to notice. It blends in and follows up with the cheesecake creaminess. But the con that I was talking about is I don't taste any raspberry. But since I'm not a fan of that flavor, the fact that I don't taste it actually works in my favor for this flavor. And that's, like I was saying, that's what makes me like this more than I thought I was going to, because I don't taste the raspberry. The graham cracker crust is very, very slight. I mean, you have to really feel for it. You have to focus on it to hit it. It's just on the tail end of the exhale. At least for me, it is. But yeah, that's definitely a creamy blood orange. So it's different. It's a different type of flavor. It's not something that you're going to commonly find in any shop. So that alone makes it stand out as unique. But like I said, the raspberry I don't get, but it makes me like it a little bit more. And the graham cracker crust is really, really slight on the exhale, but it's not meant to be a center stage flavor. The blood orange and the cheesecake definitely are there, and it definitely works for this flavor. So first flavor out of this line is a positive for me. So it's a definite good way to start. But Indulgence Innovations, thank you guys so very much for this opportunity. I've heard so much about your line, and this is a huge privilege. Definitely check them out on Instagram. Definitely check out their website, indulgenceinnovations.com. As always, guys, I'm Token Vaping here on YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Pinterest. Thank you guys so much for your time and taking a few minutes to watch my videos. If there's anything that I can do to help enhance your vaping experience, whether it's just questions that you might have or a specific video that you want to see. Whatever it is, reach out to me, let me know. I will do everything in my power to do what I can to figure that out for you and to help you. And that's the only reason why I choose to do this. This is enjoyment for me, but it's that much more if I can actually help other vapors enjoy it that much more as well. So with that, thank you guys again very much. I'm so appreciative and humbled by all the support and the love that I get from you guys. Till next time, vape on, vape strong. Have a good night. Watch out for my next video.